The court is going to find you guilty. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. With regards to punishment, state, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for the 10 years in prison.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I asked that he be sent, continued on probation and sent to ISF for a period of time to get his thoughts together.
The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you up.
We've got yet another self-proclaimed sovereign citizen making an appearance today, and this one is quite the track record. Believe it or not, he's been arrested more than 8 times in a single year, all because he refuses to do something as basic as getting a driver's license or following standard traffic laws. In his mind, none of it applies to him. Today, we're taking a close look at the body cam footage that captures his latest run-in behind the wheel, once again without a license. Spoiler, it doesn't end well for him. Stick around and let me know in the comments how you see this whole movement. Is it bold, reckless, or just a waste of everyone's time? Let's break it down.
You're charged with failure to stop and render aid, serious bodily injury. That's a 3rd-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So you have a car accident and your go-to is to leave. Why would you leave a car accident?
Everybody had left, and I just left myself.
Well, no, everybody didn't leave because there were 2 people remaining in the car, trapped, and somebody had to help them out. So why would you leave injured people behind in the vehicle?
I was one of those people injured in the car. And then I got out. They held me out, and then I walked home.
Okay, this is not where he's going to pretend he wasn't driving, is it?
We're pleading no contest, Your Honor.
Okay. So again, why would you leave someone behind in a vehicle that's injured?
You got out. Did you go to where they were sitting on the curb and speak with you?
No.
Okay.
No. Did you call for help for anyone? Why not?
Just being ignorant.
You see, let me just tell you what I know about life from my time on the planet. And I think I can say this because I have more of my life behind me than in front of me.
Yes.
Is that big things somehow ends up snowballing for young people into bigger things. Number 1, there shouldn't have been any speeding. Number 2, nobody should have taken any drinks and driven. And number 3, if there's an accident, you call somebody. If you would have stayed and helped, if you would have called somebody, guess what? We wouldn't be here for a failure to stop and render aid. So how are you getting around town without driving?
I take the bus. I'll walk if I have to. I have a daughter that I have to support. So
How old is your daughter?
she just turned 1, March 13th.
Are you and the mother together or no?
Sort of. We talk. We're not married, so we don't live together.
How far did you go in school?
I stopped at 11th grade.
Why?
Just struggling with my family.
What does that mean?
Like, I have to take care of my little brothers sometimes, most of the time, because my mom is just not healthy. So I'm really like their dad, and I'm always there to help them out and stuff like that. So
What do you mean she's not helping? Where is she?
she lives with her mom. Yeah, she lives with my grandmother.
And so how old is your little brother?
My little brother, he's 13.
So where is your little brother living?
He lives with me with my uncle.
So was child protective services involved?
Yeah, they're talking to my mother right now. So there's a case, I think, that's open with my mother.
So what are you planning on doing for the rest of your life? Are you going to be working at Bohannon's or are you doing something else?
No, I was gonna work at Bohannon's for a little bit until I get my own apartment, and then get my GED and eventually try to join into the military with my friend.
From the very start, the officer in this case is absolutely correct, and there's really no debate about it. What makes it almost comical is that if this man doesn't want to be called a sovereign citizen, Maybe he shouldn't use the exact same playbook that every other sovereign citizen before him has used. It's like they all agreed to recycle the same arguments, hoping repetition would make them valid. But here's the truth. Courts have been crystal clear for decades. Driving is a regulated privilege, not a guaranteed right. Still, these folks continue to spin the Constitution like it's a personal rulebook. What do you make of it? Drop your thoughts below, and let's continue unpacking this case.
Well, I always tell people you can't keep saying you're gonna, because you're gonna wake up and 5 years of your life will have passed you by. You understand? Cats 1 and 2, was there some sort of theft involved? Is there a reason for cats 1 and 2?
The case that was TIC was a burglary of a habitation, Judge.
All right, so here's the thing about burglary of habitations, right? I haven't been presented with any evidence, so I don't know what it says. But what I do know is that entering people's homes without their permission, it's going to end up resulting in one of two things for you. One, it's going to end up being a prison trip. And burglary of habitations, range of punishment is 2 to 20 years. Or either you're going to break into somebody's home and you're going to be shocked to find that they are at their home, and you may end up being shot or killed. And you know what people are going to say? It was justified. You're in somebody's home, you're not supposed to be. So I'm going to put down cats 1 and 2, but I can give you cats 1 and 2 course in 2 minutes. Don't take what does not belong to you, which people should have learned in preschool. And when you go to someone's home, only go if you're invited, and then when they ask you to leave, leave. Life is so simple, people make it so much difficult than it has to be. So cats 1 and 2. And the MRT, which is supposed to teach you right from wrong, which again, we should learn that in preschool, right? If everybody would treat others the way they would like to be treated, you would need the MRT course. So remember that as you're taking that course. I'm going to want him tested for levels. And those levels need to start going down. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
At this point, the judge brings in someone whose life was directly altered by the crash, a victim still carrying the physical and emotional weight of what happened. She connects to the hearing through Zoom, but the distance doesn't lessen the impact. Her injuries are permanent, a daily reminder of one reckless choice. When courts evaluate sentencing, victim impact statements carry enormous weight. They are the raw human element that statistics and legal arguments can never replace. Hearing firsthand how a single decision reshaped another person's future can often shift the entire outcome. This is where the case grows even more serious, and it's hard not to feel the gravity of what she has to say.
Ms. Pettis has some words to say to you. I require that everyone treat everyone with respect, so just listen and internalize what I'm saying. You may proceed.
After everything, I don't think that you should be in prison or, but I did suffer injuries that are like for a lifetime. And I just want you to understand that because I did go through all of that, you do deserve to go through some kind of consequence. Did I cut off?
Yes, you did.
They keep calling me that, so I'm sorry. But yeah, that's all I have to say. But I do forgive you. Like, it happened. It's been a long time already, but I just didn't, I hope you just know where I'm coming from, James.
All right, thank you so much. Do you all need to speak with her?
I don't believe so. We have contact. We can talk to Ms. Pettis after this. Thank you, Ms. Pettis.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, probation will go over conditions with you.
Here's where the story takes a dramatic turn. The judge initially granted probation, a decision that, given the alternative of 10 years in prison, was a significant act of leniency. The idea was simple. give him a chance to rebuild his life under close supervision instead of locking him away. But instead of embracing that second chance, the defendant ignored his probation requirements. And that decision brings us right back into the courtroom. What makes this even more striking is that one of the victims had chosen to forgive him, showing remarkable compassion. That compassion played a role in his earlier sentence. Yet now, faced with his refusal to follow through, the patience of the court has run out. Probation isn't a free pass. It's a test. Fail it, and the consequences come crashing down. The next hearing is about to get heated because the judge is no longer in a forgiving mood.
Are you the same James Madrone who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2021 CR 2437 for the offense of failure to stop and render aid serious bodily injury on March 21st, 2022 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, sir. James Madrone did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January and December 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that, true or not true?
True, Your Honor.
State?
Your Honor, we waived the other violations alleged in the motion.
No objection.
All right. Mr. Madrone, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, I understand.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
It's not, Your Honor. We're going open. We are asking for the 10 years, Your Honor. And I believe the defense might be heard on it.
All right. Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're requesting that he be placed on probation, that he be given weekly UAs and intense supervision. Basically, Judge, this was a lot dealing with financial issues. He has 2 small children that he was responsible for, living with his grandmother at the time. He's now presently employed. I believe he has the resources now to continue taking drug testing and support his children. So I think basically, Judge, if we give him weekly UAs and ISF and put him back, not ISF, but intense supervision, that he's able to complete the probation successfully. You have anything to add, James?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right. You can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
James Madrone.
All right. It says here that you didn't talk to the manager and you left when asked to stay in the lobby by the probation officer.
Your Honor, I was, my grandmother, thankful for her that she helped me with my burdens when I had to do these reports and everything, and she would have my kids in the car while I'll be reporting. So at that time, I really didn't have too much time to be there due to my being responsible for 2 children. So that was just that at that time. That was it.
Okay. That doesn't make sense to me. Your grandmother is helping you with your children.
Yes.
And how old are your children?
3 and 1.
All right. So she's helping you with the 3 and 1 year old. So you're telling me your grandmother drives you to see your probation officer
Yes.
and then says, I can't wait.
Yes, Your Honor.
That doesn't make any sense to me.
It's just like I have real no support, really none. It's just me out there.
All right. So your grandmother is not supporting you.
Well, in a way she is.
When asked why he violated probation, the defendant offered a series of excuses that shifted by the minute. First, he claimed he had to pick up his kids. Then he mentioned support from his grandmother, only to contradict himself moments later and insist he had no help at all. The story unraveled right in front of the court, making it harder to believe anything he said. Judges have heard every version of "I had no choice," and without consistency, the defense sounds more like improvisation than truth. Probation is not optional. It's the clear condition keeping him out of prison. By dodging responsibility and scrambling for explanations, he risks losing the one lifeline the court gave him. The question now is whether he's panicking in the moment or if he truly believed these shifting excuses would protect him. Either way, the judge doesn't look convinced.
In a way,
All right, and then it says that they tried to have virtual meetings with you and you kept rescheduling and they allowed you to reschedule it and reschedule it and reschedule it.
again, I had financial burdens.
So you didn't have a cell phone?
No.
You couldn't get a ride by via bus?
Your Honor, my grandma lived in Leon Valley and then she moved over there by Lackland Air Force Base. And I did not have reliable transportation.
Oh, no, I know for a fact that there's transportation by via for Lackland.
Oh.
And you know how I know there is that? Because one time I made a mistake and got on the looper, which I believe is the 510, and it takes you all around the city. And I was like, wow, this is where the bases are.
Yes, but where I had to report was over there by 1604 in Bandera, which
Via.
yes, Your Honor. They canceled that bus route. I know it sounds like if I'm making it up or not, but yes, they did cancel that bus route for that reason. That drive was very, very extreme.
Did you pick up the phone, call probation and say, hey, this
Yes,
is
Your
where
Honor.
I am? Okay.
Yes, Your
All right. Any other questions?
Mr. Madrone, my name is Hank Wilkins. If I ask anything you don't understand, just let me know and I'll try and rephrase it, okay? Do you know the last time you reported?
The last time I reported was
This year?
yes.
It was this year? So would you respond when the probation thinks the last time you reported is November? Did you ever do the CATS theft course?
No.
Did you do the CATS 2 theft course?
No.
Did you do the moral recognition therapy?
No.
Did you do anything on probation?
I had parenting classes that were available online, which I did do, and it waived over my community service.
I'm sorry to interrupt. How can you do the parenting classes online,
They
but
were
you
for
can't
free.
report? No. But you can't report to probation online. Explain that to me.
I did report to probation online every time I had a Zoom meeting. And when it was in person, it was hard for me to be able to report due to my lack of transportation.
Do you remember telling probation in January of this year, they're not gonna do anything?
No.
Do you remember telling them, I know the judge will reinstate me?
No.
The defendant's testimony only makes things worse. His body language, the hesitations, the fumbling answers. It all paints the picture of someone who knows the truth but won't admit it. And then comes the claim that probation officers wouldn't take action anyway, as if the entire system would simply overlook his violations. That belief couldn't be further from reality. Probation is the bridge standing between him and a decade in prison. Break it, and the system responds swiftly. The judge's expression makes it clear this isn't going to be brushed aside. The defendant might have thought he could slip under the radar, but this hearing proves otherwise. What we're about to see is the court's final word on the matter, and it may be the harshest lesson he's ever faced.
You understand that when you pled to this offense, that's a third-degree felony, right? You're looking at up to 10 years in prison?
Yeah, I do understand. Yes, I understand.
And you knew that, and you still didn't do these conditions of probation, right? You didn't do the moral recognition therapy?
Not that I had faced financial burdens, so I did not have support from the mother of my children. She was attending school at the time, but now I have a reliable job. I have the means to prove to the court that I could be responsible in finishing my term.
Seems like the easiest thing to do would be to report, though. You didn't report at all this year, right?
No, because she said that she was going to file a motion to revoke, and I had said that, okay, that we have to do what we have to do, That's simple. That's what I had said in that response.
I'll pass the waste, Your Honor.
Nothing further, Your Honor.
All right. Probation. Was there any restitution for Elise Perez and Kimberly Soto? All right. So this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to find violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. With regards to punishment, state, what are you requesting?
Your Honor, we're asking for the 10 years in prison. This is a third-degree felony. This is a SBI, Your Honor. Some other cases were taken into consideration in this plea. The defendant had opportunities to plead in probation. He didn't do much of anything on probation. I was trying to get some more information today. None of the answers are very satisfying. So we're asking for 10 years in prison.
Defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, I asked that he be sent, continued on probation and sent to ISF for a period of time to get his thoughts together. Be able to get out on the street and be a productive member of society and also a father for his 2 children.
All right. Oh, yes. You wanted to add something?
May I address the question?
Sure.
Yes, I would like to say that I would like to suggest no tolerant probation where I may be supervising weekly UAs. I do not use drugs. And or an outpatient program, intense outpatient programs that I can prove to the court where I can be responsible in completing my probation successfully.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. The court is going to find you guilty. The court will sentence you will sentence you to 8 years in the prison. There's to be no unsupervised contact with the minors. Court will give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes.
All right. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you were on deferred adjudication. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you. We can go off the record. Here's the thing. I can't force them to place you in the therapeutic community. You'll have to request that. And then it's completely up to them whether or not they place you in the therapeutic community.
Your Honor, what was the consequence again?
Oh, you're going to prison for 8 years.
I'm going to prison for 8 years,
Yes.
and that's the done deal.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you. Okay.
So now the sentence is handed down, 8 years in prison. To put that into perspective, think back 8 years in your own life. That's an entire chapter gone. Was it deserved? Some would argue yes, because probation was already the second chance, and it was squandered. Others might feel 8 years is steep for failing to comply with supervision. Personally, I see both sides. Prison was necessary, but perhaps a shorter term might have struck the balance between punishment and rehabilitation. Still, the judge made it clear, disrespecting probation and disregarding victims cannot be ignored. Watching the defendant's reaction told its own story. His face fell in disbelief, as if he expected yet another break. But the courtroom is not a place of endless forgiveness. It's where consequences are enforced. And in this case, those consequences mean years behind bars.